Introducing Ric Campo, Hall of Fame legend David Weekley.
Wow, what a great video, huh? Man. Oh, also, this is the first time in my life I've ever been a sports reporter. But I want to let you know, it's the top of the fourth, and the Astros are ahead 2-1. My family won't believe I just did that. You know, it's amazing. Ric Campo was nominated by his peers for this honor, and he deserves it incredibly well. As CEO of Camden Property Trust, I got to tell you, the video, which I didn't get to see till tonight, took a lot of my speech. But anyway, if you can think about it, going public in 1993 with $200 million in assets, and today with $20 billion in assets, 30 years later, that's 100 times. Not a bad businessman, right? I'm glad I'm a stockholder. It's been a great run. And Rick and Keith Oden, his partner, you know, I love companies that create great cultures. And to be on that list of Fortune's 100 best place to work and be based here in Houston is an incredible credit to him and his company and Keith. And I really appreciate and laud him for that. And the only problem I have with that is that he ends up head of our company most years. But he's really done an awesome job. And I really don't know of anybody that's quite done all the things that Rick has done in terms of the community. He started out serving as the first chairman of the Houston First Corporation, which was a public-private partnership that was put together to bring more people into Houston. And he had the idea to go spend $350 million and redo the convention center. And then he brought the Marriott Marquis, a 1,000-room hotel. And then he figured out how to do tax incentives for folks downtown to take old, dilapidated buildings and turn them into the boutique hotels we have today. I mean, he's a finance genius, and he did this for the city, and it's awesome. I mean, currently that creates over $100 million a year in hotel tax for the city. And then he does that, and then he moves on to something that's easy, chairman of the Super Bowl committee. I mean, how hard could that be, right? And so he does that and brings into Houston more than $350 million as a Super Bowl committee. Then he moves on. Somebody asked him to be chairman of the Harris County Sports Association. Can you imagine trying to finance one stadium? How about two stadiums? How about three stadiums that he financed that bless our city today in the early 2000s? It's amazing. It's incredible. And then, as a port commissioner, to go to Washington after 15 years of talking and wrangling and doing all the political things that go on, to go get $1 billion from Washington to Houston to widen and deepen the port, to get the largest tankers in the world and freight ships into Houston is incredible. So I've got to tell you, I don't know of anybody that's had more impact on the city of Houston and our lives and our economic future than Ric Campo. He's a very successful businessman, as he spoke about, but you're right. What about for the community? It is just incredible. In his spare time, Rick serves on the boards of Central Houston, Greater Houston Partnership, Baker Ripley, and the Coalition for the Homeless. Rick has been strongly supported by his long-term wife, Mo, and over these years he's been blessed to have 3 children and 6 grandchildren. And Rick really is one of the most generous people I know. I've been fortunate enough that he's on our private company board, and his insights are always not just smart, but thoughtful and insightful and powerful in the way he brings them apart. So he's not just resourceful and generous with his money, but he's resourceful and generous with his time. And he gives that to his family first, his employees second, and our city third. So I don't know anyone else who's done that list of things for our city. And please join me in welcoming Ric Campo up the stage. Thank you, Rick.
Whoa, it sounds like I died or something. I mean, really, number one, thank you so much for the Texas Hall of Fame. And I mean, thinking that I'm standing here tonight is like just blowing my mind to a certain extent. And I thank God that I wasn't involved in the scholarship program as a scholastic guy, because I would never have been on this stage ever. I've always been a fake it till you make it kind of guy, and I'm still doing that. And I will tell you, though, I had this incredible lunch. We had this incredible lunch today with the in the scholar program with the 45 folks that got $15,000 of cash without any strings. I don't know what I would have done with that if at that age, really. But bottom line is that we had such a great lunch today, and I didn't know what to expect. And but I was really amazed by the talent and the energy and the questions that all these folks asked us at the lunch day. We did a Q&A with the 6 inductees, and it was just amazing. The thing I thought was the most amazing was they didn't ask about success and how to get from A to B. They asked about, like, when you really screwed up, how did you deal with it? When you had setbacks, what did you do? And I thought that was really amazing, because when you think about it, everybody talks about the high points, right? Here's how much money you made, here's where you went public, or here's what you did in the building you built or whatever. And they don't talk about how all the things that didn't get done, all the challenges you had along the way, and the problems that you had to solve. And I think that's probably one of the things that creates value for most people. It's what makes us strong, what makes us smarter. You know, as long as you don't keep doing the same mistake over and over and over, right? Then you do become a stronger and a better person about in business and in life. The thing that I really enjoyed today, I stood outside this hallway, just out there looking over Discover Green, the Marriott Marquis, the Partnership Tower, the whole redone George R. Brown with the promenade and all the art and all the retail and all that. And when I was talking to 3 or 4 of the scholar recipients, and they said, and I made a comment during the lunch about how I was involved with the team that did that. And this one young man said to me, he said, well, what was here first? I said, well, it was all parking lots, pretty much. 6-lane road. This hotel was the only thing here. The Marriott didn't exist. None of those other facilities did. He goes, well, how did that get done? That just seems like a lot of stuff and a lot of work. I said, well, let me ask you a question. How old are you? And he said, I'm 29. I go, well, I'm I hate to say this, but like 40 years older than you. And when I was your age, I wondered, how did that happen? How does stuff get done? How do big civic things happen, or even companies get built like Camden? And the answer is, you have to figure it out. It's simple, taking simple building blocks of business and personal relationships with people, and having a vision and then putting action behind the vision and making it happen. And what I love about the Texas Business Hall of Fame is that's what we're doing. We're creating that action and creating that vision for young people, and that's what's really, really cool about it, because I'm still a fake it till you make it guy, and I probably will be until I die. But it's just been an amazing run, and I really, really love being part of this group. Finally, I just want to say one sort of the biggest issue for me, and when I ever think about my business success, it comes down to teams. It's not me. The reason I'm standing here is because I've had many, many people on my team. It starts with my family, my wife Mo, Jenny, Richard. Kim is not here tonight because she's not feeling well. Her husband Ted is. And it's really the team of the family that starts, and that's one of the most important things. And then it's the team that you have behind you. My team at Camden has been amazing. When I first started the port, I sent my CFO over there, my head of HR over there, and all of our insurance folks and everybody. I said, you dig through all their financials, dig through all their stuff, and come back and tell me how it works. And they did. And so I get all my power in understanding things from all the folks around me. My partner Keith Oden, co-founder of Camden. I mean, he's been my yin and I've been the yang. He's no, I'm yes. I'm the gas, he's the brakes. I never saw a deal I didn't like. He's never saw one that he ever liked. And when we make the deal, he makes it work. And that's what makes the world go round. Partnerships, teams, and we have to build those relationships and those teams, and we can make amazing things happen in the world. Things we never thought would ever happen, we can make happen. So thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here tonight, even though it's a very, very strange feeling, and I do thank you so much. Thanks.